to the Howdy Boomy podcast. It's Friday. It is October the 17th, and I always look forward to a Friday because we get to name our shift head of the week, named after the designated liar-in-chief of the Democratic Party, Adam Schiff, the congressman from California who is running for Dianne Feinstein's seat, even though he declares Maryland as his state of residence, which makes you wonder what is possibly going on in the minds of the people of California who vote for this idiot. But it's named after him. And it's named mainly because the person who earns this award is a person who you wouldn't want to have hold your wallet while you went swimming, wouldn't let him babysit your kids, wouldn't let him do much of anything. They just exhibit anti-American feelings, something that you weren't brought up with, something that is just not feeling right, that all the other countries in the world are better than we are, and we're the problem with everything. So there's all kinds of people that could be eligible for this award, mostly in the political agenda, because that's what we're listening to every day. But there's all kinds of people around. You could give it to Barack Obama this week for coming out at the beginning of the week and saying that, we're all possibly liable for everything that's going on in the Middle East, both the Jews and the Muslims. Well, that's coming from a guy who's, remember this, his middle name is Hussein. And his administration gave Iran billions and billions and billions of dollars because he wanted to cozy up next to him. His middle name is Hussein. They promote terrorism around the world. They invaded our borders under his administration, and now you're seeing the results of that. You haven't heard crap from him since he made that statement because he knew there was a tremendous blowback. You can give it to Joe Biden. Same thing. We are being invaded on the southern border. You think the anti-Semitism we see now across this country for the past 6 weeks is happenstance? Wait 5 or 10 years with the invasion of our border on south. How many terrorists are in this country now? How many anti-Semites are in this country now? Wait till you see 5 or 10 years from now what happens. And you can blame Joe Biden and his administration. You can go to all of the campuses and blame the administrators, blame all those deans, all the teachers who promote anti-Semitism. We see what's happening across the country. See, there's a right and there's a wrong. You can blame all of those that are standing up for Hamas. We must give a ceasefire so the babies in the hospital can be saved. What about the babies who were slaughtered by Hamas? There's a double standard. These people must be destroyed. That's why I commend, unfortunately this week, Hillary Clinton. She came out and said, no ceasefire, no pause, kill them. That's the only way you get rid of them. They'll take advantage of every ceasefire to either get out or get more damage done. But this week, the shift head of the week could go between two people. One is Rachel Maddow. She's a spokesman for MSNBC. I guess she has her own show. Not a very attractive woman, which could explain her sexual preferences. But she hates Donald Trump. And she worries about democracy if Donald Trump ever gets elected again. I just wonder where she was when he was president, what our country was like when she was president. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of money is in her bank account because of Donald Trump, because that's what her show is all about, hating Donald Trump. Jimmy Kimmel, hating Donald Trump. Stephen Colbert, hating Donald Trump. They have no show unless Donald Trump is mentioned in their show. They hate Donald Trump. That's the big thing now. The next person who runs, if Donald Trump makes it to the nominee as the Republican Party, he has to go against the entire press corps. as well as the American voter. That's unprecedented. He's an industry. You hate Donald Trump? Oh, everything is fine. That's how Joe Biden made it in. He didn't campaign on anything. He stayed in his cellar and he says, I'm not Donald Trump. But I think our shift head of the week, this week, goes to Barbara Streisand. She said if Donald Trump gets elected president, she's going to have to leave the country. I think Alec Baldwin, one of the Baldwins, said the same thing. A couple of Shantuzis in Hollywood said the same thing. That never happened. So forget about what's right, what's wrong. Forget about what's going on in the country. I guess when he was president of the United States, she was very upset that gasoline was $1.80 a gallon compared to $3.60 now. I guess she was very upset that we were respected around the world, that there was no Ukraine, there was no Gaza. China wouldn't do anything to us. China was afraid of us. We were prospering, the highest employment rate ever. People were making money. We had a president of the United States who actually loved the country he was president of. I guess that upset her. So if he wins again, she's going to leave the country. So I urge people, don't vote on the issues. Vote Donald Trump for one reason and one reason only, to get rid of Barbara Streisand. There is no better way to do that. Maybe I'll come up with a bumper sticker. Think I can make any money? Hello, Donald. Goodbye, Babs. Watch the Howdy Boomy podcast on the Howdy Boomy channel on YouTube. Our shift head of the week, Barbara Streisand. I hope after Election Day next year, I'm able to say, Adios, Barbara. Where are you going now? Again, have a great weekend. Watch the Howdy Boomy show on the Howdy Boomy channel on YouTube. Vote. Care for your family. I'll see you in church on Sunday. God bless you. God bless America.